Good morning. It is May the 4th, 2024, and here we're finding ourselves back at the Army Cat. We had a couple of days off there, but we're going to continue going forward on the teardown of this rusty old Hulk. So yeah, let's just dive right into it. We got a lot of things going to be going on this afternoon. We've got to get a few things lined up and set up properly, but meanwhile, we'll dig right into getting this pinion drive extracted from the bell housing of the diesel. Just follow along. This is the working end of that pinion drive. I managed to get it the pinion engaged onto its locks there simply by pulling up on this lever and tapping the end of this here device there with a hammer, and it pushed it in far enough so it would latch. And my theory on this, I don't think anything mechanically is wrong with that, but it's just been so filled up with rust and debris that it can't move forward to engage the locks just with a straight pull of that lever. So anyway, moving ahead, I do have the engagement arm removed and the fork, and I went ahead and I took out the took off the end cap to the clutch pack, or the end of the whole assembly here, and even removed that nut. I was thinking I would be able to pull this here plate off, but I can't, I don't think, safely pull it off and move that bearing up along the shaft. I was just trying to create some room so when it comes forward it'll drop down and miss this cover. If I have to, I'll take that cover off. But here I'm going to get lined up and show you my problem here. I can't get this thing to move ahead because in this area right in here, you can see that casting that's supposed to shove ahead. There's an O-ring on the casting to make a seal in the bell housing, and I think it's really stuck on there, cooked on there after I don't know how many years it's been there, but it's not wanting to budge ahead. So I'm going to start the process here and show you what I'm up against. So far I'm unable to go that way, but if I stick this bar in here, you can see the whole casting is rotating a little bit, but to me it feels like the O-ring there is not going to give up on it. If I roll it one way, it'll relax like it's got a memory. It comes back to the original position, but it's like it's working against rubber to me. So we're gonna try a few things and see if we can get that thing to come ahead for us. Of course, we're going to use the screwdrivers because that's using the wrong tool for the job, but it seems like it's advancing it a little bit. So if we get it ahead far enough, I might be able to get a chisel in it or a bigger screwdriver. Well, there goes one screwdriver into the oil bath drain. Oil. Got the dropsies. Dropped another one down to the ground. See, it comes forward, but it goes back to its original place. It's going to be a workout. I've got quite a bit of movement in it, just using screwdrivers and a punch. So it's, there we come. Now it looks like it's going to come against this here cover on the governor. So I'm going to have to remove it. Okay, that cover come off easy enough, but let's just see if this is going to slide and drop down. Slide ahead and drop down. Okay, I had to take a break and had to go check my service manual just to check on this governor housing, which is here. I got the cap off, but this will not go past the governor housing. But it says in my service manual, I'll just have to undo these 4 bolts, undo this pin in there somehow or another, and extract that governor housing off there. It should just come off in one piece once I get that pin out. Okay, after referring to the service manual, finally located all 6 nuts there to take the governor housing off. There it comes forward. And I got to work this one out here because it's captured behind the one of the barrel bolts. Okay, there, we got that out. Uh-oh. What hole?
In the frame there.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. Okay. Now we'll have to fish that out.
You got a magnet?
Oh, I can see it. I'm going to tickle it and it's going to drop right through. Okay, now that that governor housing is out of there, once I get this thing moved forward again, it should pop, hopefully not to the ground, but just had to turn the Bendix gear. There's that dirty piece. I think this here is all my problem here. This thing is jammed right full of rust and dirt. I already got these 4 little holding bolts off, thinking I could slide that off the end of the pinion shaft, but that's not how that comes apart. So I'm going to have to do a little research into all that and see how that comes off. But anyway, that's out of there. Took a lot of work there, just get that removed. So now from here, I'm going to move forward to, well, I'm going to crawl underneath the cat, I guess, and get the drain bung out of the bell housing, and then get the wash gun going, and we'll just cover this area up here with a garbage bag or something, and wash gun a lot of this dirt out of place here. Where you go, young fella? Don't bug him, Luna. It's a pretty... Might have to pull it back. I don't know. Well, we've been under here, just checking these rollers, being it's blocked up at the back, they're able to turn. They're not on the rails. 3 out of 4 of these I can turn and they're tight. I can't wiggle them up or down or in or out or anything, so I think they're pretty darn good. The very front one on both sides is still resting against the chain, so can't check it, but somewhere along the line we will check the very front rollers. They'd be the ones that are going to be probably compromised the most or worn. But anyway, the undercarriage here looks pretty good, and even the chains you can see there on that pin there, that's the master pin right there, and the rollers have not run over the bosses very hard at all, you know, just barely touching them. So I'm thinking the chains and the rollers, undercarriage on this old Army Cat is in pretty good condition. Quick look inside here. I did wash gun everything out. It's kind of blown. It's not clean, that's for sure, but all the heavy rust is out. But I've got a problem with that bung underneath the bell housing there. I had Phil, he was underneath there trying to get it broke free. We couldn't break it free, and he's got took a picture for me, and it looks like it's welded in place, and it has a hole drilled in the center with a big cotter pin through the hole, and well, it just ain't gonna drain nothing. So one day I'm gonna have to get in there. Maybe I can get the angle grinder in there and cut that tack off it. They just tacked it in one place for sure, but I don't know why they did that. But anyway, it's done, so we're gonna deal with that. So anyway, she's cleaned out, and over on the other side, I give this old pinion clutch engagement device a quick blow down, and I'm gonna have to tear it all apart and make sure the clutches are good and everything is functioning properly, and then we'll put it all back. I want to get that governor back on that injection pump and close back in as soon as possible. I don't need it to be left out in the open for a long term. All right, that's all for now. Coming soon, the cat fight in the coots. Stay tuned.